Hello everyone, this is Wolfie. I'm here again with my friend Kat.
Hello.
For more Turnabout Honey. I think last time we left off it was just the start of the trial day, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Anyway, if there are no objections, let's begin. We picked the right file this time. Start the game.
Keep pressing buttons until something works.
Today's the day.
December 17th, 9:41 a.m. Courtroom, number 4, defense lobby.
The day I go on trial for murder for the 4th time in my life.
At this point, it's a hobby.
He needs a frequent flyers loyalty card.
A horse card, you know. Everyone has like those like loyalty stamp cards you get like for like, coffee places
or bookshops sometimes.
Are you ready, Nick? Resume this, Maya. There we go.
Hey, Maya. Hey, Daddy. Oh, Trucy. I love Trucy.
Yeah, about that.
I told you I didn't want you to see this, Trucy.
Hey, Nick, come on. You can't just expect her to sit at home waiting for news. That's just cruel.
Yeah, Daddy, that's just cruel. Why am I always surrounded by such strong-willed women? I don't want you to see me like this, Trucy. It's not like I haven't seen you on trial for murder before, Daddy.
That's not a good thing.
No, it isn't. It's not.
That's not the argument that you think it's going to be.
And I know you didn't do it this time either.
Yeah, Nick, we know you didn't do it.
Right, now they're copying each other. Why are you spending this whole week with Apollo? I'm almost 20, Daddy. I don't need a babysitter anymore. Besides, it's way too easy to give him the slip. She's a chaos gremlin, I love it.
Trucy, where are you?
Poor Apollo.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty mad later.
That's not something to be happy about. You can't stay home today, Daddy. I believe in you. I know you're innocent. And you're a great lawyer, and you'll prove it, but... What if something goes wrong? If something happened to you, and I wasn't there, and... Trucy.
Thought I'd find you here. Guess who? You had Apollo worried sick running off like that. But she was just worried about Nick. Is that meant to be an excuse for making young Mr. Justice call me in a panic, informing me that my daughter has gone missing?
I'm sorry, Papa. I was just so worried about Daddy. And Polly said he wasn't going to let me come watch, and...
Trucy. There we go.
Head to the gallery, both of you.
Phoenix?
Maya can help me on the bench. I don't want Trucy down there today. I don't mean to... Oh, sorry. Wrong voice.
Wrong voice as he's throwing you off, isn't he? It does. The heck is speaking?
And this is why I'm not a professional voice actor.
I mean, among many reasons.
Among many reasons. I don't mean to leave you out. I just want you to be safe. Poor Trucy. Okay, Daddy. Come on, Papa, let's go.
Miles. Good luck with the trial, Phoenix. Just swoops out the scenes. It's time, Nick.
Yeah, let's go. December 17th, 10 a.m. Courtroom 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright.
You do the best, Judge. I maintain you do the best, Judge.
So to ensure the crown.
like old bag.
Oh, like old bag, yeah.
Whoever's got the most voice, just as old bag. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. Oh, great. One alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blights.
Funny kind of bird.
And that one is me, Brian the Great Theough. Why did it have to be her? This is Kay Faraday. She's one of Mal's best friends, but from our interactions at the wedding, I don't think she likes me very much. The prosecution is, of course, ready, Your Honor.
Prosecutor Faraday, your opening statement, if you would.
Of course, Your Honor. This heinous criminal killed an innocent man in cold blood. We have evidence proving motive, means, and opportunity alike to support our conviction.
Why, how thorough?
Sarah, aren't those all kind of necessary?
Prosecutor Faraday, you may call your worst witness.
Your worst witness.
That too.
Let's try that one again.
No, we're sticking with that one.
The worst witness it is then. Your Honor, the worst witness it is. The prosecution calls Detective Gumshoe to the stand. Oh, where's me?
Let's not with this. You want to give a voice to some. I'm not going to do Gumshoe, but
I can do Gumshoe, but you might take over Phoenix.
okay.
IK. And, hey, Mr. Rat. Stop consulting with the enemy, Gummy.
Gummy. The enemy.
Okay. Name and occupation, witness. Gumshoe. Gumshoe, chief detective temporarily on loan to the city, Shay.
Shay.
Give us the facts of the case, Gummy. Yes, sir.
The facts of the case.
Dun. At 5 p.m. on December 15th, a girl came into the police station to report a murder. Shay.
A murder.
A murder, Shay. Murder. The victim was Abe Carpenter, a local beekeeper and librarian, Shay. The autopsy shows that Mr. Carpenter was killed by a blow to the head from a blunt object. Shay. The murder weapon was one of Mr. Carpenter's beehives. Big brown box. The crime scene was about a 5-minute walk from the beach, and the victim died between 3 and 4 p.m.
Come on, Gumshoe. Weren't you going to say anything about how Nick's clearly innocent?
Look, pal, I'm not gonna lie, okay?
Good, because you're not allowed to on the stand,
That's called
technically.
perjury.
Yeah, there's a law against it.
Yes. Of course, I don't think Mr. Rat did it. But my job is to report the facts of the case, see? So that's what I'm doing.
Shay.
See?
As well you should, defense. Your cross-examination, if you please.
Alright, let's get our thinking brains on.
Oh, heavens. Okay, I think previously what we've done is we've just, like, pressed everything.
Yeah, we just press everything.
Yeah.
Press.
Hold it! And you believed her, just like that? She's a 5-year-old kid, mate.
You pal nitch.
Yes.
Mr. Wright, are you seriously suggesting that the police should not investigate such a claim?
No?
I should hope not.
I just like protesting.
Detective, please continue with your testimony. I love how I get to be an inner theatre kid with her voice.
Inner theatre kid comes out of theatre kid.
Yes, sure. Yeah, we just press everything.
Hold it! Are you sure about that?
Of course we are, pal. Fingerprints, facial identification, ID in his pocket, and all records say the victim was definitely Mr. Abe Carpenter. No question about it. What was the point of that line of questioning, Mr. Wright?
I just like pressing this button.
Thinking that a different victim would make your case easier? Shall we take this as admission of guilt? That you did in fact murder Mr. Carpenter?
Well, of course not. Jeez, she really doesn't want to give me a break. I just, wanted to make sure we were all clear on the facts here. Well, we certainly know now. Continue with your testimony, Commissioners.
Yes, Your Honor.
The
If I approach the head from a blunt object. Well, we know that. We know that too.
We just skip to the part that we think we know is maybe the relevant part.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There we go, 3 and 4 p.m. We have evidence otherwise.
Have evidence.
To press.
Press first. Hold it.
And you are certain of this?
Yes. Yep. Had to double check the autopsy just in case. I walked around the place myself, Shane.
Double check the autopsy. Did they autopsy the guy twice? Or okay, fine. Because I continue. I'm just
He double checked the report wasn't updated.
it's very important, you see.
Is the autopsy report updated? No. Okay, good. Are you done with these pointless questions, Mr. Wright?
No, I will do many more pointless questions before the night is out.
Shame.
I'm never done asking questions. Another pointless, I hope. I'm sure you wouldn't lie. But that doesn't mean there aren't any contradictions in what he said. Right. Go yell at him until he spills the beans, Nick.
But that's Maya's job.
Yeah.
To yell.
She's giving him permission to do this. He's still our friend, Maya.
Okay, what have we got? Let's see what
We
we
can
got.
go back to the previous. Oh, should we go back forward to the
Oh, forward. Autopsy shows that Mr. Carpenter was killed.
blah blah blah. Come on, 3 to 4 p.m. We need to be.
We have an alibi for this.
It was about. Haha! We shall present with you evidence. Shall present.
The most viewed photo in all of the
No, that's not the right one.
Aw.
That will come later, I'm sure. I hope.
Whoops.
You need to present first.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I always forget this bit.
I know it's insane. You need to press what you're pressing.
There's a train still in here somewhere, alright?
After we established this.
You're my supervisor today.
No, go back up. It's alibi.
Yeah, alibi.
This is alibi. Detective, you say that the murder occurred between 3 and 4 p.m. on the afternoon of December the 15th.
Showed it, pal.
Fantastic, right.
Do you have a point, Mr. Wright?
I would like to present this to the court.
Dun.
What is it? Piece of paper. Why? It's a decisive proof that I could not have committed the crime.
In my own words, no less.
In my own words, which you have to believe, because I don't know. Because on the afternoon in question,
Dun.
I was enjoying my honeymoon on the beach with my husband.
Because, you know, he has to tell everyone.
Yes. Oh my, this is decisive evidence indeed.
And it should be verified by the chief prosecutor himself, Shane.
Okay, the husband in question.
The court doesn't need to know that yet.
I think the entire court knows, to be fair.
The entire court was probably at the wedding. The judge appreciated it.
Huh? She still looks confident. Does he know something we don't? This is the way this goes. She always knows something you don't.
Yeah. Thank you for your testimony, Yummy. To refute the defence's claims, the prosecution would like to call its next witness.
You have a witness who can overturn an alibi verified by the chief prosecutor himself.
It's got to be a good witness.
Eh.
Yes, we do.
It couldn't be.
Yet.
And yes!
Drink.
Eh.
As much as it pains me to say it, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth is the defendant's spouse. His word alone cannot be trusted. It's a conflict of interest.
Yes. Prosecutor Faraday, are you accusing Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth of lying? He would never lie.
He nearly went first name. It's not. If the prosecution and defense can agree on anything,
Cannot.
it would be that Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth is a paragon of justice who would never, ever lie under oath.
Yeah, I do believe we are in agreement there. I'm confused by this. So, what are you saying, Prosecutor Faraday?
The prosecution suggests that, while Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth would never lie, he may have, intentionally or otherwise, left out some crucial details.
I can already tell I won't like where this is going.
Prosecution calls Agent Lang of Interpol to the stand.
Great. Hey there, Sparky boy. You look like a Kingdom Hearts reject character.
Really does.
Oh,
It's the shades that do it for me.
it's the Xernauts. Yeah, the shades make it look like he's got a cross on his forehead.
God.
You're welcome. Now live with that.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're only a year older than me.
Name and occupation for the court record, please, witness.
Name's Lang. Shilong Lang. I'm an agent with Interpol.
You're Lang's voice forever now.
Yeah.
You do it so well.
I should do what's voices, teacher.
No, you won't.
Got it.
Lang.
No, little crow girl.
Witness, please testify about the alibi the defendant provided for the time of the crime. So I can rhyme.
For the time. With pleasure.
I'm never going to read that title.
We're
I can't do it without giggling.
going to press the button. At precisely 3:21 p.m. on December 15th. We met with Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth in private.
Scandal.
Scandal!
Disgrace.
We discussed classified Interpol business. What's our time? After about 20 minutes, our conversation concluded. So, for those 20 minutes, the accused has no alibi. Oh my, that's certainly a compelling testimony. But he's obviously lying, though, right, Nick? You said you were with Miles all afternoon. You're now back to being Phoenix, by the way. I can't.
Fair enough. You've done a lot
I'm
of
tag teaming you for that one.
Okay, we'll tap out for that one.
Nick?
The defence would like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honour.
Of course. I'm going to have the pricey 3 p.m. on. We can just press things and see if anything comes out. Yeah.
Use our usual strategy.
Yeah.
You seem quite certain of the time. Any particular reason for this?
Sorry. It pays to be professional in my line of work, Mr. Hedgehog. We speak. Maybe you see your hair. You like Sonic's dyed blonde a little bit.
He's a Kingdom Hearts character. He's got no legs to stand
Not
on.
no less to stand from now. And this was, in fact, a related conversation. So I was as functional as ever. We discussed classified information business for some time.
Just press everything.
Just press everything. Unless there's anything we don't really notice is weird. Yeah.
Why were you discussing classified business on the beach?
What?
I mean,
For the cocktails.
pina coladas on the beach. It's a public place. Plenty of witnesses. Not exactly an ideal place for a private conversation. And yet you went there with Miles, pal, so, I'm pushing the button now.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't even say anything this time.
You don't need to say.
Classified. Official Interpol business. I can't tell you anything else.
Fleek's internally shaking his fist.
We haven't got the animation for that, but he's doing that. Hold on. Why was Miles having a work discussion when you were on your honeymoon? It was so important it warranted interrupting your trip. Would he have mentioned it to you? He's your husband now. Shouldn't the honeymoon have been his top priority?
If the defence is done whispering amongst themselves.
No, I demand the right to carry whispering.
If the defence is done.
Oh,
Continue, please, witness.
20 minutes, our conversation concluded.
Can we skip that one, do you reckon? Or no.
But you just press until it.
Yeah.
And if it's anything else that seems obvious.
And you're sure about the length of the conversation?
As sure as can be, yes.
The defence will remember that our witness is a decorated Interpol agent.
He certainly is decorated. You seem like the outfit he's got going on.
Satiric decorated
Yes.
agent. He's more capable of measuring time accurately. His wardrobe, however, not so much. Oh, alright, let's check in the clock on it.
I did in fact message Prosecutor Faraday both directly before and after that conversation. If you feel the need to verify my testimony, you can submit that message history to the court. There should be no need for that. The court accepts your testimony as fact. Please continue with your testimony, Agent Lang. Of course, Your Honor. I'm bobbing to try and keep the voices going there.
You're doing really well.
When I fall off the chair because I'm midway through the speech.
If you hear a big crash, that's falling off the chair.
So, for those 20 minutes, the accused has no alibi. Press the button.
I am pushing the button. The witness will refrain from poking holes in the defence's alibi. I wrote myself.
Yes, yeah. Not so bad.
So the rest. We are simply working to reveal the truth, Mr. Wright. Surely you still find fault with that.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Did that really happen? It's like having a you know when you're playing Uno and sometimes a reverse on a just a
Reverse.
yeah, a reverse on a reverse card. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Nick, this is important. If that Wolfie guy actually talked to Miles when he said he did, then your alibi is toast. We've got to find the whole of his testimony. There must be one somewhere. So back to the beginning. So the only thing we actually had anything that was interesting was the whole like, why did he do it on your honeymoon?
Yeah.
We've got. Just scroll all the way up. I think we've got.
Oh,
We got new things.
we have new things.
Okay. So we got the picture lock. Ooh. Oh, can we check the photo? I mean, I know we're currently in the middle of a investigation.
Oh, Trucy. Oh, adorable.
That's really cute.
It is. She's
Okay.
adorable. We love Trucy here.
Is there anything else we have like that's new that we can like investigate?
Tony badge.
My third most prized possession. Oh.
Oh, I can't look at this without thinking about the happiest day of my life. I need to show you the official merch after we're done here.
Oh.
It's actually, the rings are actually based off official merch.
Oh, it's adorable.
If I ever get married, right?
So should I go really strongly to your boyfriend what you wanted, huh?
Moving on.
Yeah.
No.
So here's the picture of it. What's you keep looking back at the rain, don't you?
I mean,
Do you want to present it just for funsies at one point?
yeah.
Yeah, actually, keep scrolling through.
That's for business.
The previous one, we classified. That was the one where we had that whole discussion about why would he do it on your honeymoon, right?
Shall we try the ring on that statement?
Yeah, if we're going to present at any point, we should present it on that.
Oh.
And enjoy with the health meter going down.
Well,
Next thing we do is we present the photo of them together. No,
I try. But the whole court will see that at some point.
yeah, yes. So health bar.
Oh, does that work?
Go down. So I wanted to swing at some point just to cause chaos.
Wow. In true Phoenix Wright fashion. I can't believe that worked. Wow, alright then. Your Honour, do you know what this is?
Hand. I'm not sure I know what you mean, Mr. Wright. Your pointing finger. The pointing finger moves.
Search needs to go to Specsavers.
Yeah.
Not my finger, Your Honour, but what sits on my hand just next to this finger.
The finger, your middle finger? What are you? Why, it's a ring. You're showing off that you're married. That's nice, mate.
That's right, Your Honour. My wedding ring, the symbol of my wonderful relationship with my husband, Miles Edgeworth. Screaming from the rooftops.
I mean, if that works, I think we should still be able to go, hey, Miles. Oh no, hey, Phoenix. Please try and move this box. If you can't move this box, it proves you didn't kill the guy.
I said this last episode.
Yeah.
I said this last episode. If he can't physically pick up the box, then the case should
Yeah,
be closed.
exactly. Yeah. I think we should be able to do that and be like, please, yeah.
But in this kangaroo court, we have to do the old-fashioned way. We were married just a few days ago. I believe you attended the ceremony. No, I believe you officiated the ceremony.
I did indeed. My wife and I cried during the speeches. Did anyone actually like get dry-eyed through the entire? Did anyone actually watch the entire thing, or people just crying all the way through?
Everybody cried.
Just like sounds of sobbing throughout the.
Oh, shed like a couple of tears. He was like the driest.
He shed like one solitary, like lone tear.
Yeah.
There we go.
In true mouse fashion. Well, Your Honour, what do people normally do after wedding? It's a PG game.
This is right. This is our pottery.
Hold it. No, Your Honour. Even though the court is like being. Yeah.
There's Trucy in the courtroom. Please do
My
not tell the
daughter,
conversation.
my daughter is in the gallery, please.
Admittedly, she's 20, but I mean, still, it's awkward.
Still awkward and embarrassing. After a wedding comes the honeymoon.
Yes, which is when that also happens. That is still the answer here.
That is still the answer, but. Tell me, Agent Lang. Why did my husband discuss classified Interpol business while on our honeymoon?
The defense has a point, Agent Lang. Why, when my child went on their honeymoon, it took 2 weeks for them to answer my calls. Got a feeling the Lang voice is not careful.
Yeah, you get a bit of whiplash between the two, like what happened to me last time.
I seriously doubt they would have been having classified discussions during that time. It was important Interpol business. Wait, had to talk to him as quickly as possible.
Oh, really? So important that you had to interrupt our honeymoon?
He didn't even notice he got interrupted, to be fair. He legit forgot what happened.
Objection, you were never there! And yet, it only took 20 minutes to go over all of it. Objection! Whether Agent Lang's business with the Chief Prosecutor was classified or not, whatever they discussed during those 20 minutes does not matter.
It doesn't?
Of course not, because no matter what they discussed during that meeting, the mere fact that the meeting took place impedes the defence's alibi. Take that.
Oh, you're right.
The defense concedes that Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth was not by my side every minute of that day. I mean, he had to go to the bathroom at some point.
That's what the C's for. Oh,
Of course. Established mouse sits in the shade and the beach under a massive.
Apart from that one photo they've got going, huh?
Apart from that one photo.
Yeah. So you admit that he met with Agent Lang.
I do. It was a brief meeting.
20 minutes. Not that brief.
It's a brief meeting for Edgeworth, which is why I forgot it completely when giving my alibi. The defense. The defense is breaking.
Yeah.
The defense.
You were going to pause for and take a breath.
The defense holds to its assertion that I did not leave the beach during the time frame of the murder.
But you have no proof of this.
No, Your Honour, I do not.
Well, I must say that this is a disappointment, Mr. Wright. Your alibi is now technically false. Yeah. Do you have any further objections to in your own defense? Come on, Nick. There's gotta be something.
I wish there was, Maya, but there's nothing to object to. Everything Prosecutor Faraday has said so far has been ironclad.
But
as it stands, the defense has no objections, Your Honour.
admitting your guilt, spicy boy.
Spicy boy.
Let's try that one again. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I should have gone to Specsavers. Oh. Okay. Admitting your guilt, spiky boy.
That's better.
That's much better.
Now, I didn't say that, did I?
What is this, Mr. Wright?
At the beginning of this trial, the prosecution asserted that they could prove all the essentials. Motive, means, and opportunity. We have yet to see all three.
Falling back on petty stalling tactics, are you?
None of that, Agent Lang.
Hey, you!
The great thief Yatagarasu is dedicated to the truth. And even if I were not the inheritor of that story title, I could never look Mr. Edgeworth in the eye if I didn't pursue the truth as completely as possible. I think you'd have a hard time looking him in the eye no matter what.
Short joke person.
If you get his husband thrown in jail.
So that, yeah.
That too, yes. Your Honour, the prosecution has considered 2 more witnesses to fully reveal the truth of this case.
All right, then. Well, this court shall take a 10-minute recess to allow the prosecution to prepare these additional witnesses. Colonel K, that's what I was thinking. Colonel K from Danger Mouse.
Yes!
That's who I'm thinking, yeah.
Yes! Perfect.
Yeah.
No notes. December 17th, 11:23 a.m. Courtroom 4 defence lobby.
This really isn't looking good.
You're telling me.
What kind of motive could they possibly have found for you to kill that guy? There has to be something we're missing.
I'm so sorry. Hey, Miles, where's Trucy? I convinced her to stay in the gallery. I believe she's staring down Kay until the end of the recess.
Hey, what was that wolfy guy talking about in there? You said you didn't take your eyes off Nick all day, and then he comes waltzing in saying you were talking to him about classified Interpol stuff, no less.
It's true, Maya. I did speak with Lang that afternoon. But I would hardly call it a business conversation. Technically, we did discuss his classified activities, but he said he just wanted to apologize for missing the wedding. Precisely.
Well, okay, but really, what was going on in there? I thought Kay and Lang were your friends, Miles. Why are they being so mean to Nick? It's like they want him to be found guilty.
I admit it's been bothering me as well. I had hoped they would be happy for me, now that Phoenix and I...
They should be. Real friends are. What's wrong with them? They know the power of friendship.
You'd think. I wish I knew. Has Kay told you anything? Unfortunately not. When pressed, she would only say that she was determined to find the truth behind this case. No matter the personal cost. So you really thinks I'm guilty then? It would appear so.
Do you know who are other witnesses?
Other?
Well, you said there were 2, right? One of them is probably the little girl who claims she saw it happen. So who's the other one? Miles, didn't you say yesterday that there was a key witness that you weren't allowed to question?
I did. After this morning, I had assumed it to be Lang, but... An unusual incident from this morning just became clear. Care to share with the court?
Care to share with the classroom?
No, I don't think I do. I truly hope I am wrong.
The recess is ending, sir.
I should get back to Trucy.
Yeah, keep her company, okay?
Phoenix. Thanks for coming down, Miles. I feel a lot better now. I'm glad to have been of help. Love you. Wow, okay.
Screams out of the picture. Oh, deal with your emotions like a man. Yes. Well, back into the fire.
Back into the fire. 11:33 a.m. Courtroom 4.
Court is in possession for the trial of Phoenix Wright. Again.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour.
Very well. Prosecutor Faraday, your witness.
Yes, Your Honour. To establish a motive for this murder, the prosecution questioned many seemingly unrelated people. for the sake of being completely thorough in our investigation. And it paid off. Yes.
It did.
To establish the defendant's guilt in the murder of the beekeeper Abe Carpenter, the prosecution calls to the stand its next witness, Larry. Oh God.
Oh, I'm tagging you for voicing this voice.
Okay, you did.
I did Lang.
You did Lang, so I'll take this one. What?
Huh?
What?
Just gonna validate. Yes.
Surely you do not. Prosecutor Edgeworth, you know I respect you a great deal, but this is my trial, and I will not have you interrupting it.
I'm afraid the young lady is correct, Chief Prosecutor. Unless you have a legal objection against the summoning of this witness, I must ask you to remain a silent member of the gallery. Mr. Wright, are there any objections you would like to raise to this witness? Yes, it's Larry.
It's Larry.
Do we do pick up Phoenix if you're doing Larry?
Yeah, please. Larry is a whole thing.
Larry is a whole thing, yeah. The defence has no objection to this witness, Your Honour.
Unfortunately.
Apart from this, Larry. All right then, bailiff, a few words.
Hey, little lady. Hi, Larry. Please state your name and occupation for the record. You please. Name's Larry Butts. I'm an artist. Now, tell the court what we talked about earlier. Sure thing. Oh, there we go. Wish me luck.
Good luck, yeah.
So, Nikki and I got kind of drunk at his wedding a few days ago. Got to talking about things we're scared of, and Nikki confessed that he's terrified of bees. Bees, man, can you believe it?
Yes.
So I guess, like, if there was a beekeeper, he might not like the guy.
Really, Larry?
Yes, really, Larry.
I'm gonna say, haven't I seen you before?
In every court case ever.
Yes.
Who, me?
The bad penny.
You sure have, Pops. I've been tried for murder, at least once? I don't know, hard to keep track. I've also been a witness several times.
Small town.
Larry just gets around.
So that's it. I remember now, yes. If you're done catching up...
It's Larry. We press everything.
You press everything, yeah. You got drunk. I was tipsy the most.
Tipsy people don't stare at their husband when they see his wedding ring, pal. It's firmly a drunk people thing. No, it's just a Phoenix thing.
Excuse you, I was overwhelmed with happiness.
You cried on my shoulder that you didn't have a chance anymore now that Edgy was married. It was super sweet, Nikki. Don't be ashamed of your love, man.
That's what you're crying about. That's really cute, Nick.
I am writing that. That is a threat.
Yeah.
That is a threat.
Like opposite of threat.
I'm trying to think what the opposite of a threat is.
Bribery. Seduction.
Yeah.
Is this relevant? No, but it's funny.
We can establish that the defendant was drunk at the time of the witness's recalled conversation.
So it's funny.
Also, it is hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's move on. He therefore had lowered inhibitions and was unlikely to be lying, especially to a close friend. Have you met a drunk person?
Yeah, everyone's a close friend when you're drunk. I see. Continue, Mr. Butts.
Chris.
And what are you scared of, Larry?
It's really relevant, Nikki.
Yes. You can ask me, yes. Everything is relative in a court of law in pursuit of the truth. Also, if you're going to embarrass me, I'm going to embarrass you right back.
Friends of four.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it, man.
Then I'll say it for you.
No, Nikki.
Your kind of person is terrified of girls.
Missed you in town. Nikki! I told you that in complete confidence, man!
And you are testifying against me in a murder trial, Larry. We're even. not like a fear of squirrels. It's clean less ridiculous than that.
They get smarter every year, I swear, man! One day they'll learn how to open doors, and then you'll wake up in bed with the terror of them standing over your bed with a knife. Which one of them will then laugh then, Nikki? Who will laugh then?
Still me, I think. Order. Mr. Wright, please keep your lines of questioning relevant to the case at hand.
Your Honour, this is relevant.
This is relevant, this is so, yeah. Yes, Your Honour.
Keep going, Larry. Oh, yeah, please.
These are a perfectly reasonable thing to be afraid of.
Not really, Nikki. You aren't even allergic to them.
The sting still hurts.
You wouldn't have any reason to sting you unless you bothered them, man. Come on. They're gentle creatures, Nikki. They're endangered. We have to be nice to them. Protect the bees.
It's still gross. If mosquitoes were endangered, would you be defending them? There's a Lilo and Stitch joke in there somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
That's quite enough of that. Witness back to your testimony, if you please.
Before we derail and talk about bees.
Yes.
Fine. You press everything. It's Larry.
Yes. That's it. That's my supposed motive for murder?
Yes. She looks so smug.
Yeah. Yep. Seriously? Larry, you went along with this.
Listen, I don't want to be charged with obstruction of justice or anything, man. My good friend Kay tells me to come in and testify, so I'm gonna do it, man. I only told the truth. You're
stupid truth.
You are scared of bees, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but that didn't exactly help.
So? What do you want me to do? Lie?
No. Of course not. No.
Look, I know that nothing I said really helped you, but I know you're innocent, buddy. You want to prove it.
You've dug me a hole that's like 3 feet deep. I'm already 3 feet already in it. You keep digging. I'm already... Yeah.
1 foot in the grave.
Yeah. You're digging the hole deeper for me and then going, well, I believe you've got a rope in there somewhere. Thanks, Larry. That's really it? You called Larry as a witness to talk about my fear of bees.
There have been stranger motives for murder, Mr.
Yeah, mostly in this series.
Usually in this series. Separated from your husband by an unexpected meeting with Agent Lang. You took a walk down the path next to the beach. There, you stumbled across the victim tending his hives. Struck by a sudden fit of fear, you smashed the hive open. Which is really, really stupid if you're
afraid of bees.
If you're scared of bees, why would you go anywhere near a beehive? Directly onto the victim's head.
That's a lie. Stupid one of that. I never left the beach that afternoon.
Yes, you did. And our next witness will prove it. Prosecution calls Honeycomb to the stand. She's sweet as a honeycomb.
Yeah.
And, bailiff, please grab a box for her to stand on. Thank you.
Oh.
Please state your name and grade in school for the record, Miss Coe. Should I try that line again without the yours?
No, I think yours make it, to be honest.
I mean, he does. She's adorable. Please state your name and your grade in school for the record, Miss Coe.
My name is Hannah Combe. I'm 6 years old and I'm in the 1st grade.
Oh.
What grade is that now? Did they rename them after my granddaughter reached high school?
Probably,
yeah.
Your Honour, the witness is a 1st grade student. She simply has a lisp.
Look, I lost my teeth.
She is adorable.
Oh, so you did.
Now, Hannah, just like we talked about before, can you repeat what you told the police?
Miss K. While I was going to the bathroom by the beach, his black hair puffed past me. I thought he looked funny, so I followed him all the way to the place with the beef. And then we saw the fisherman picked up one of the hides and hit the pig ran over the head with it. Oh my! Keep your hair does sound like you saw Mr. Right, young lady.
As you can see, Your Honour, this witness's testimony is quite decisive.
Why, yes, it does seem to be rather conclusive, doesn't it? Combined with the evidence.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, do you want to pick up that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure if I'm doing the girl.
It took me a while to register it was me. Your Honour, the defence has yet to cross-examine this witness.
Ah, yes, of course. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Be gentle, if you will. Miss Combe is only a child, after all. We will not allow you to badger her.
All right. Let's find out what we can.
There was going to the bathroom, but the beach.
Spiky hair. Thought he looked funny. Let's get some more information on that.
Okay, yeah. How funny.
Why do you say he looked funny?
Like I said, your hair was really weird. Yeah. Hedgehogs.
That's not a good reason to follow someone.
I'm 6 years older than
Stranger danger.
Needs good reasons.
Stranger danger is one of them. And it wasn't me. I wasn't even wearing a shirt at the time.
You act like you do right now. On the beach? Mr. Wright, I would thank you not to frighten the witness.
Where's a suit to the beach?
I mean, Edgeworth I can believe, to be fair.
But that's Edgeworth.
Phew, I'm going to remember your blood-coloured suit for the... Well, it's scarred.
The poor child.
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
there
there
was.
was.
I was shirtless at the time, Your Honour.
My evidence is that I have no shirt at that time, yeah.
Your Honour, I'd like the witness's last statement to be added to her testimony.
Of course. Now with you, and you look exactly like you do right now.
Aha,
I think we know exactly what we're doing here. I think
I get to
you
exert my...
usually went, but you didn't have no shirt.
That picture may be living rent-free in my head right now.
Mm-hmm. As long as you find it, selfie. There we go.
Go. Objection. Miss Combe, you claim to have seen me at the beach, looking exactly as I do right now.
That's what I said, yeah. And you stupid, I said that.
That's just not possible, Miss Combe.
Huh?
Because at the time the murder took place, I was not wearing a suit. At least, not this kind of suit.
No, birthday suit, no, hang on. Not in other ways.
Because this is a PG game.
Yeah. Oh, bathing suit, that's what he's going for. Right, okay.
Phoenix making some very suspect comments.
Ah.
Game.
I think I'm mostly helping make them defect.
We're here for shenanigans.
Yeah.
We are giving the people shenanigans.
Yeah. Yeah, my, what a nice photograph.
If the judge thinks
Yeah.
so.
Hey, can everyone in the courtroom see this? This is me and my husband. Don't we look amazing? Everyone has now seen you smile. Miles.
Exhibit A. Miles Edgeworth smiling.
Yeah. You honestly,
My husband, Miles Edgeworth.
his first name is an anagram of smile.
Oh my god, it is.
Coincidence? I think not.
It really is. Didn't take me this one. Your Honour, this is my husband, Miles Edgeworth. Can we buy him? Buy him, damn it!
I must say, I have never seen such a pleasant expression on Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth's face. Not even at the wedding, apparently. To be fair, he was crying through most of it. So he may have missed it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see properly when you're crying that
Yes.
much. While officiating a wedding.
Yeah.
Which is a skill by itself.
Married is what brings us together today.
The power of friendship.
Yeah. Love.
True love.
Yeah.
Maybe you just seem to commit the murder, then change back. Why did anyone do this?
Yeah.
Changing clothes is a quick way to alter your appearance and become less recognisable. Yeah, in your like very trademark blue suit.
Yeah. You know, let me change something that people will recognise me in.
Less recognisable? Please, Prosecutor Faraday. If you told any police officer in this city that you'd seen a man in a blue suit with spiky black hair, they tell you. That sounds like... Ah! Exactly. Every police officer in this city knows about my signature hair and suit that Miles bought for me. So why on earth would I change into my suit to commit a murder? And also, who wears a suit at the beach? Selfie was taken before the murder occurred. You changed into the suit knowing all of this, planning to use that photo to reinforce your alibi.
This game Danger Mouse loves us all like silly. It's like, yeah, you planned this.
Case attorney.
Yeah, to be fair, actually, yeah.
He cross-examined a parrot on the witness stand.
Yep.
Did you not call this a crime of passion, Prosecutor Faraday?
Get your story straight.
That was the whole point of calling Larry here to testify against me, wasn't it? If I supposedly killed the victim in a fit of terror after seeing his bees, when and why would I have changed into my suit?
Blink, blink.
Valerie.
This is awkward.
Well, what does it matter?
Fair bit.
Whether we were right about your motive, there is still an incontrovertible witness testimony. Miss Combe has never met the defendant before and had no reason to at all lie. We cannot simply discount such a vital eyewitness.
In this matter, I must agree with Prosecutor Faraday.
But, Your Honour,
No, Mr. Wright. I will certainly be extending this trial to another day. To allow Prosecutor Faraday time to discover the true motive behind the crime. Opinion on the witness's testimony is correct in the eyes of the court. We have no reason to believe Miss Combe is lying about having seen a man matching your description. As such, unless the defence can present a rational alternative to the sequence of events, you have been speaking for an awfully long time. This is nonsense.
I understand, Your Honour.
Nick, this is bad. Really bad. I'm so glad you're here, Maya, to, provide context.
You think I don't know that, Maya?
Oh, but I think maybe the audience doesn't, so I'm going to remind you.
Is that all then, Your Honour? The prosecution would like to get to finding out the motive for the court. And also go home to have snacks.
Got lots of chocolates in that I really want to finish at some point. Yes, Mr. Wright.
Before we close for the day, the defence would like to request the witness testify once more.
Oh, what? Yeah, Nick, on what?
Miss Combe, you requested to be put under police protection after witnessing the murder, correct? Would you please tell the court exactly why you felt that was necessary?
You're right. That does seem a bit odd. Does the prosecution have any objections to this line of questioning?
No, Your Honour.
Very well. Miss Combe, if you would be so kind. Okay, sir. After the spiky man hit the bee man over the head with the hive, the man he hit fell down. There was blood everywhere. Seemed. Spiky man looked right at me. He said that if I told him what I saw, it wasn't Phoenix Light. Oh my, he gave you his name?
What a stupid criminal.
Yeah. Unless...
As you can see, Your Honour, Miss Combe clearly did, in fact, witness the defendant commit the crime. And he should do the time.
Like to rhyme. Nick.
Don't worry, Maya. It's not as bad as it sounds.
Because it sounds pretty bad.
There's a reason Kay didn't have Hannah include this in her original testimony. All I have to do is point it out. It should be easy. I guess we should press everything.
Just press everything, yeah. Press all the buttons.
Push all the buttons. Miss Combe, are you still insisting that I was the man who assaulted the victim?
Yeah.
So it's who? Okay, grammar police.
Oh.
Okay, grammar police. What? The person who attacked the victim? Is it right, Mr. Wright? Honestly.
I can respect you murdering someone, but grammatical incorrectness pains me.
Yep. Rude. I think Mr. Edgeworth's husband would know simple grammar.
on the side you hear just going, boo! I'm trying!
Sit down! Is this really relevant?
Yes, we would indeed expect the spouse of such a sophisticated man be more well-spoken.
Edgeworth boos again.
Yeah. Now, Miss Combe, please continue with your testimony.
Also just in the gallery going, shaking his head. Spare.
Edgeworth. No, I think he's going to get a book on grammar for next
Why wait till Christmas?
Yeah, just throws it from the sidelines then. There you go.
Objection! Throw the book at him.
Yes, sir.
Come on, guys. What if I had more questions about that part?
Oh, the grammar's more important. Come on, Nick. We both know you didn't have any real questions there.
Good.
Yeah.
You could at least pretend to support me, Maya. Jeez.
Man, he fell down. There was blood. We were fumes.
Miss Combe, you say that there was blood immediately after the victim was struck?
Yeah. It's awful. There was... That's quite all right, Miss Combe. No need to continue. We understand. Mr. Wright, I would thank you not to force this young lady to relive such terrible memories.
Sorry, Your Honour. I'm just trying to do my job here. Nothing in Miss Comb's testimony of moments of this crime contradicts the autopsy reports. Or do you intend to cast doubt on Detective Sky's work as well? Do we have to update the autopsy report for you?
Well, you're never going to be forgetting now, are you? No.
No, of course not. Instead, to update the autopsy report. In that case, Miss Combe, please continue.
Yes, Miss Kay.
She is so adorable.
Wow, she's really good at getting the judge on her side, huh? Miles taught her well.
Would you at least try to be encouraging?
I'm encouraging, but the wrong person. My bad. Courier, what a mean prosecutor. I will get him, Nick.
Maybe try looking a little more sincere about it too.
Oh, calm down the sarcasm. But when I screamed, the spiky man looked like that. Maybe he said that if I told anyone that I thought.
We're pressing that
That
one.
would be Ed pressing. This would be a real mean to the little kid, huh?
You are claiming that the murderer spoke to you?
Yeah, it was so scary. I haven't slept well since it happened.
She's so traumatized.
Oh.
Poor child. She hasn't slept at all. Your Honour, let's finish this cross-examination quickly to let her rest.
Quite right, Prosecutor Faraday. Oh, please continue, Miss Combe.
I haven't finished my line of questioning yet. Miss Combe, if you really heard the culprit speak, then you must remember what he sounded like. Tell me, do I sound like the voice you heard?
Don't know. Can't remember.
Really? Even though you haven't been able to sleep because of it?
Well, that would affect your memory, to be fair.
Yeah, it would. Sleep deprivation is a whole thing.
And eyewitness testimony is actually notoriously bad. So, yeah, this is less of a claim than you think it's going to be.
I find it hard to believe you'd forget something like that so quickly. Sir, she is a 6-year-old child.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, I would thank you not to badger the witness.
All these badges everywhere.
She is only a child. If her memory fails her, leaving only the words spoken and not the voice. You truly blame her?
No. The court agrees with Prosecutor Faraday once again. This line of questioning is dismissed. Miss Combe, please continue. Ma'am, I thought you had something there. Well, we can't stop here. That contradiction. He would kill me or his name wasn't Phoenix Wright. Let's press that bit.
Press that bit. You can't be serious.
I'm 6 years old. I'm serious about everything. So serious. You definitely said that. I'm not making up or anything.
What kind of idiot introduces himself to the witness after committing a murder?
Somebody who wants to frame you.
Yep.
I've seen enough Midsummer Murders. I know how this works.
Yep. Obviously, someone is trying to frame me. Of course you'd say that now to cover your tracks. Really, who would go to such lengths for a washed-up Objection, prosecutor! Prosecutor Faraday!
Faraday! The judge will refer that objection to be restricted to the lawyers involved in the trial. Objection sustained. Chief Prosecutor.
Mouse is grinning, going, take that.
Trucy is holding him back at this point, I think.
Papa, no! Sarah,
I can't get you both arrested. You can't both get arrested.
I was at the top of Gary trying to leap over the balcony to find Kay. You listen here, you little upstart! But no, please sit down!
But yes.
That's definitely what's happening off screen.
The prosecution will refrain from personal attacks on the defendant. However, Prosecutor Faraday does have a point that a civil accusation does not prove that the defendant was framed. So you need proof, huh? How are you supposed to prove you didn't do something?
I don't know, but I think I have an idea.
Okay, so me trying to prove... Oh, so wait, she's saying that you went right up and told her your name? It's ridiculous. Even you aren't dumb enough to do that.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Thank you once again for your wonderful words of encouragement.
Anytime.
Very helpful.
Yeah. If only you could prove you aren't a complete and total idiot.
I have just the thing.
Yes.
Seriously, please stop with the insults.
The Viking man hit the bee man over the head with because we keep going forward.
Yeah, we'll just get to the end.
Because, like, I feel like this is like we did one of these games previously, and we had to show the badge.
Yeah,
and that tripped us up. I think that's
up.
probably going to be the case here.
Wait, we present first.
Yes, I have a badge.
Prove we are not a complete imbecile.
Yes. Yes, I am not stupid, and this will prove it.
Prosecutor Faraday, do you know what this is? Well, yeah, you show it to everyone.
Yeah. Yes.
It's your attorney's badge. Exactly. Do you know how one gets an attorney's badge?
Steals it. Oh.
By blackmailing the chief prosecutor? That's how I got mine. No, of course not. This badge is earned by passing one of the hardest tests known to man. And I've passed it twice.
The driving theory test.
Oh God, don't even. It took 3 tries.
But it's not the theory test, it's the other one you got to take. The one that, not the theory, it's not the hazard test.
The hazard perception test.
The hazard perception test, which you're likely to pass if you just press the button randomly.
Yeah. Tell me, Prosecutor Faraday, would a man stupid enough to announce his name after committing a crime be able to do that? I am, in fact, an idiot. I would never announce my name to a witness after killing a man.
If I killed a man, which I did not.
Yes. Which, of course, I have never done and will never do, ever in my life.
I must say, it does seem rather out of character for a lawyer to be so incredibly reckless. Have you seen these 2 idiots?
Your Honour, you appreciated their wedding.
With that in mind, I do find Mr. Wright's assertion that someone had intended to frame him rather more plausible.
Your Honour, please don't believe his lies. He's just bluffing to save his skin, like he always does.
He always does?
Have you met Phoenix Wright?
Yeah. To be fair, some of the times we are just bluffing, so Cautions! All of them have to work.
The game is really immersive now. We bumble through trials. Win on pure luck.
Process of elimination. What are these hats to work?
Save load, save load, save load. Prosecutor Faraday, I think you're the one bluffing now. Tell me, do you have any real evidence against me? Or has this all been one big grudge gone bad? Your Honour, the prosecution asked for today's trial to be suspended.
Yes!
Yes, to that. Time is needed to find the conclusive evidence which will prove Mr. Wright's guilt.
Understood and agreed. I advise both the prosecution and the defence to look into this matter further before tomorrow. For now, court adjourned.
December 17th, 12:51 p.m. Room 4, defence lobby.
Well, it's not the end of the world quite yet.
Phoenix. Hi, Miles. I am truly sorry about Kay's actions. I promise you, I will be having words with her.
There's been a long conversation between Phoenix and Miles. I'll just sit down and eat the chocolate for now, I think.
Yeah. It's fine, Miles. It's not fine, Phoenix. She's going much too far. She vowed to pursue the truth, but this is... I don't know what I'd do if she got you convicted because I didn't teach her properly. Miles.
She thinks she's doing this for you.
Excuse me?
It sounds like she suspects Nick of blackmailing you into marrying him. You know she's wrong, but I can't say I wouldn't do everything I could to get you arrested. I thought you were hurting Nick.
Maya, I could never ask you to.
You know you couldn't ask. And honestly, Kay thinks Miles can't ask either, so...
So she has taken it upon herself to protect me by accusing the man I hold more dear than my own life. Well, if that's her reasoning, I don't think we're allowed to be mad at her.
Oh, we can try.
That we can.
Yeah.
Oh, I fully intend to be furious.
Rainick is giving us the stink eye. I think it's time for you to go back to the detention centre, Nick.
Alright then, I'll leave the rest of the investigation to you. I promise, Phoenix, we will find the evidence to prove your innocence.
Yeah, you can count on us.
Power of friendship, Lauren.
Our friendship compels you.
What would I do without you?
Get arrested, stay arrested, be convicted. That's what would happen to you, mate.
Yep. Multiple times.
Well, only the once is needed to you enough, I think, yeah.
Thank you, both of you. And Miles? Yes. I love you.
Zen's ring.
I love you as well, of course. Aww.
Let me get a puddle for when Wolfie just melts into it. Come, Miles, let's go find the evidence.
Of course, Maya. I swear, you will be free this time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go find the facts to do it, you sentimental dork. I love how everybody agrees he's a massive dork.
I mean, they're both dorks.
They're both dorks.
That is definitely...
I guess it's back to the cell for me. Until tomorrow's trial.
Ooh, press the Z button.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think this is the end of the...
To be continued! Mad props to the makers of this game, seriously! Right, we gotta roll the credits.
Yeah.
Can't not roll the credits.
Okay, press the Z button.
Pushing Z button! Miles, Phoenix, and Maya sprites by... I'm gonna butcher this.
Hesseldal.
Whistledal, God bless. Flying sprites by Fenrir Darkwolf. All the kudos. Miles and Phoenix sprites edited to include wedding rings by me.
A very important detail.
Very important. Very important indeed. Anarchize Loot made Kay's wide court sprite, the wedding rings, the selfie, and Hannah sprites. Also, mad kudos. That's
She's adorable.
She is. Also, that selfie's gonna live rent free in my brain for a while.
Possibly on your desktop.
With a cropped version for when I go home and see my family. Playtesting by Saigon Miles and Pyrotechnics. Thank you. Thank you for your help. Oh, yes, that's a part 2! Yes! Hooray! Rejoice!
Yeah.
I think
that we probably should.
And with that, we can clear today's episode. This has been so much fun.
That's been a lot of fun,
So much fun, so many shenanigans.
Yeah, conclude it before we lose voices. Any further that's happening already?
That too. But first, we save. We save our game. Oh, for God's sake.
Don't press the play. Don't, Wolfie, do not press play, okay? We are stopping it there.
I'm putting the mouse down. I'm putting the mouse down. Anyway, we should probably conclude this episode before I get excited and click buttons.
I'll take the mouse off you.
You might need to. Anyway, thank you for watching. As always, we hope we have been entertaining. And we will see you for part 2 of the game. Right, take care of yourselves and each other. And goodbye for now, folks.
Bye.